So what should you do after you've cut, pulled, or sprayed buckthorn in your woods? In some areas, native vegetation might just spring back up naturally by itself, but in other areas it might need a helping hand to come back into native vegetation. A good way to do this is using native grasses or native wildflowers. Seed can be pretty inexpensive and it's relatively easy to do. You just take the seed and you just toss it around. You don't need to plant or push it into the soil, and they should spring back up. You can use shrubs and trees, which can be beneficial because trees and shrubs can shade out any remaining buckthorn. However, planting trees and shrubs is a bit more labor intensive and can be a bit more expensive. It's important to note when pulling buckthorn that you will disturb the soil, either with just small buckthorn or larger buckthorn. Disturbed soil can actually be beneficial for buckthorn and help them to re-invade or regrow. So those areas are great to prioritize planting seed grass, trees, or shrubs. One thing I want to mention is how much space cutting some buckthorn can create in an area. Before, this was all closed out and shaded down, but with just a couple of buckthorn cut, a lot of space was opened up. With the excess woody debris of buckthorn, I usually stack it into a pile kind of like this. I let it dry for about a year or two and then I can burn it. But this is a great opportunity to take the open space and plant shrubs, grasses, or trees. They got a lot of light here, so now they're able to grow up if they have the opportunity to. Sometimes it's not feasible for landowners to control or remove all the buckthorn on their property. So it's good to understand your property, what the strengths and weaknesses of it is, and to prioritize areas. A good way to prioritize buckthorn is looking for female buckthorn. There are female and male buckthorn. Female buckthorn are the ones that produce berries. So if you just remove buckthorn trees that have the berries, you're essentially removing the seed source and making a difference. But you can look at different areas on your land. Sometimes you might want to start with areas that have small buckthorn like this so that you can hand pull. Or you might want to start with areas that are less dense or have larger buckthorn so you can use heavier equipment. It's up to you, and oftentimes you'll need to mix treatments. Sometimes you'll have to pull buckthorn, or you'll have to cut it and spray it, or do different techniques or different strategies. And it's up to you to try these things and see what works best on your land. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself, other soil and water conservation districts, or a DNR forester. If you find yourself continuing a battle of buckthorn, don't get discouraged. It takes a lot of work to control and eradicate buckthorn on our land and in native ecosystems. But keep at it and you will make a difference. Thanks for watching.